Welcome, family, to today's session. My name is Bongani. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to those joining us on YouTube. And we are recording the session. So today's session is titled How to Find Your Soulmate. That's what we are going to be looking at. I think we can get straight to it without any waste of time. Those who join later will find the session as it progresses. Now, the big question in all our minds is it possible for one to find their soulmate? And if that is the case, how can one go about doing this? I think this is the biggest mystery in all humankind, in all human history. And I do believe that there is a systematic and scientific way that this can be achieved. Now, I have what we call a golden rule, the only rule to guarantee that you end up with your soulmate. And I believe that that golden rule is to become the person you want to have. For those who understand the law of attraction, this is where this golden rule was born. So the rule is become what you want to have first. Because you cannot be one thing yet desire to have something else. You can only draw unto yourself whatever it is that you are. So whatever you have up to this point in your life is a reflection of the person that you are. If up to this point in your life, you've experienced heartbreaks, you've experienced disappointments, it reflects back on you. It highlights the person that you are up to this point. So the golden rule to finding your soulmate is to become the person you want to have first. Now, in today's session, I'm going to be showing you how you can become the person that you want to have. So the rule is become first the person that you want to have, and then we'll follow the steps so we can guide you on how you can become this person that you want to have. Now, I have 9 steps for you to follow. And the first of those 9 steps is decision. For you to become the person that you want to one day have, you have to make a decision. It has to be a decision that you make. No one can make this decision for you. It has to be you who makes this decision. By analyzing all the data in front of you, now you have to first decide what type of person you are looking for. You have to describe the qualities of the person you are looking for. You have to describe their habits, their lifestyle, everything that you want a partner to be. You must describe it first. After you have described this, now this is what you must aspire to become. So the qualities that you have described in another person have to be the same qualities that you possess. There can be no other way. This is the only way. So describe the qualities of the person you want to have, describe their habits, describe their lifestyle. Are they an active person? Do they go to the gym? Do they smoke? Do they drink? Do they party? How often do they party? Make sure that you describe everything to the T, because you can only become what you intend to become, and you can only attract something that you are. That's what the law of attraction states. So if up to this point you have been failing, the type of people you've been attracting into your life have been letting you down, it simply says that you are the type of person who attracts such people. Now, the law of attraction works hand in hand with the law of vibration. Now, the law of vibration states that you can only attract at the level at which you are vibrating. Now, the level at which you are vibrating is called a frequency. You cannot attract anything that is not at that frequency. I normally make an example of a radio station. Let's take Metro FM for an example. You cannot tune into Metro FM unless you know the frequency or unless you are willing to search for the frequency. But even if you do search for the frequency, if you do not find the frequency, you will never tune into Metro FM. But the reality is that Metro FM does not stop broadcasting because you are not tuned into the frequency. So whether you are there or not, the radio station continues broadcasting. Only the ones who know the frequency or have found the frequency are able to listen to what Metro FM is broadcasting. Now, this is the same for partners. The people you have been attracting into your life at this very moment are at the same level of vibration as you. Because if they were not, they could never find their way to you. You could never find your way to them. So the only way they ended up in your life is because you were at the same frequency. Earlier today, I made a video talking about cheating. And that video was saying that just because a person is not a cheater, it does not automatically make them a good partner. Yes, they've got one character nailed to the T, which is loyalty. But what about everything else? What about the agreeability? What about the fact that they are selfish? So yes, you can attract a person who is emotionally selfish, emotionally unavailable, only to find that you are mentally not available. So I'm trying to get you to understand that you cannot attract anything that is not in the same frequency as you. And I'm also trying to get to the point of saying the first step in finding your soulmate is to decide. Decide what type of person you want to have. And then you must become the person, the golden rule, remember. Everything goes back to the golden rule. Become what you want to attract. You can never attract anything else other than what you are. So step number one is to make a decision about the qualities, the habits, the lifestyle. Describe your partner to the T. Step number two is visualization. Keep a mental image of the person you hope to attract. If you cannot keep a mental image of the person you are hoping to attract, you cannot attract them. You can only attract what you are focused on. So draw that mental image based on the decision that you have made, the decision on the qualities, the habits, the lifestyle, and everything else. And then keep this mental image here. And then do your absolute best to become the person that you want. If you want a loyal person, a person who goes to church, a person who loves the Lord, that means that you must love the Lord. That means that you must love church. If you want a smart person, that means you must start loving knowledge. You must start loving books. If you want a person to respect you, that means you must start respecting the people who are in your life, even the ones who do not deserve your respect. First step, make a decision. Second step, visualize the person you want to become. Visualize the person you want to have so that you can work towards becoming them. Step number 3, formulate a plan. Formulate a plan on how to become the person that you want to attract. Create a plan that leads to becoming that person. If you want an active partner, someone who enjoys the outdoors, someone who enjoys a healthy lifestyle, formulate a plan on how you will get to that type of mentality, that type of a lifestyle. If you want someone who's spiritually matured, formulate a plan on how you yourself can become spiritually matured. Why? Because you will not have anything in common to talk about when you and the person you want to attract differ on all levels. I'm trying to get you to understand that all of this is systematic. It can be achieved. It can be done by anyone. I honestly believe that the reason why we mess up on a whole lot of things is because, as the scriptures say, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed because they lack knowledge. I honestly believe that the reason why we have a problem is that we don't have the necessary knowledge and understanding. And that is why we are finding ourselves in such problems in our in our lives, in our daily lives. It can be finances, it can be relationships. So step number 3, formulate a plan on how to become the person that you want to have. And as you can see, these are steps. This is a sequence that must be followed. You cannot start with step number 3 and then move on to step number 1. We said step number 1 was decision, step number 2, visualization, step number 3, formulate a plan on how you will get the desired results, on how you will become the person that you want to attract to yourself. It is pointless going out there searching for a soulmate. Your soulmate will find you where you are. That's if you have decided what type of person that you want. So if that decision has been made and you visualize this person, you know what they look like, you know how they smell like, you know what they drive, you know where they work, you have decided on all of this, and then you formulate a plan how you yourself can become what you want to have. I guarantee you now, just those 3 steps alone will draw your soulmate back to you. But we've got 6 more steps to go through, which will, I hope, will give you a proper understanding of the point I'm trying to get at. Step number 4, you must set a time frame. How long will it take you to become the person you want to attract? Decide. You can literally become the person you want to attract in 6 months if you are willing to put in all the work necessary. And you can also become the person that you want to attract in 10 years. So set a time frame. By when do you want to be this person that you want to attract? By when do you want to possess the type of money that you are searching for? By when do you want to possess the type of qualities that you are looking for in a partner? Remember that everything starts from within you. Become that thing that you want to attract. That thing will find its way to you. It is the law of attraction. Become the soulmate you want to have. Do not look for a perfect soulmate when you yourself are not perfect. Do not look for a spiritually matured soulmate when you yourself are spiritually immature. I'm trying to get you to understand that you have to become what you want to have. Step number 5, put in the action. So step number 4, you have set a time frame. Now you must put in the action. The Bible says faith with no works is dead. It's pointless to have faith and believe that you will meet your soulmate, but you are not willing to put in the action. You are not willing to put in the groundwork to become the person you want to have. If you do not put in the action, you will always find the type of people you have been ending up with. You will attract the same people until you die. Why? Because you yourself have not changed. The change must start from within you. Change first. Become what you want to attract. Step number 6. Maintain discipline. This is crucial. It is pointless deciding on the person you want to have and then deciding on what they look like, what they have, what they drive, their habits, visualization, formulating a plan, setting a time frame, putting in the action, but failing when it comes to discipline. Discipline is the most important part of this whole exercise. Without discipline, it's pointless. You should not have even begun. You should not have started. Discipline is crucial. It is the most important part of this exercise. So maintain a level of discipline that is above average. If you want to live a peaceful life with a person who loves you with all their heart, what does it mean? Remember the golden rule, become what you want to attract. That means now you must start loving yourself with all of your heart. Only then can you find people who love themselves who will love you. If you are willing to love yourself. Now, loving yourself simply means that some things you will reject. Some things that come your way, you will reject them. There are certain things you will not do. There are certain places you will not go. There are certain people you will not hang around with. But if you are not willing to exercise and maintain discipline, I'm sorry to say, but you will never become the type of person that you want to end up with. Step number 7, assess progress and effectiveness. It is crucial that you always go back and assess the progress you are making in becoming the person that you want to have. You must assess if this plan that you have formulated is actually effective or not. If you want to go to the gym and you've got a specific goal, it could be a body goal, it could be a health goal. It is important at least 3 months to assess your progress. Are you making progress or are you wasting your time and your money? If you don't mind wasting your time or money, so be it. But if you want results, you have to track progress. Where are you now in relation to where you were 3 months ago? Is there any improvement? The structures that you have put in place, are they working? If not, why continue? You are setting yourself up for failure. The second last step in becoming the person you want to have. Reject everyone who does not meet the standard. Now, when you are on your journey to becoming the person you want to have, life has a way of testing if you know what it is that you want. Remember, first step was decision. You had to decide everything to the T. So the second last step is reject everyone who does not meet the standard. You will meet people who almost sound like the person that you want to have, who almost look like the person that you want to have, who almost has the qualities of the person that you want to have, but they are missing a few qualities. So I'm saying, because you have made a decision and you know what it is that you are looking for, you have clarified it to the T, reject everything or everyone who is not 100% what you want to have, who does not possess all the qualities. Reject them. The last step in becoming the person that you want to have is be patient. Patience is key. You know the saying, Rome was not built in one day. 100% accurate. You have to be patient. Remember that there was planning that took place. Then you moved on to action. Then you tracked your progress. It's important to be patient. It's important to remember that you actually had a time frame. Now, the only reason why you would not meet your time frame is that during the course of this whole thing, you got distracted, or you were literally lazy, and that took up your time. But if you stick to the plan that you have formulated and the time frame you have set for yourself, I don't see a way you cannot become the person that you want to have. I really don't see how. I honestly believe that all of us can and will become the people we want to have if we are willing to put in the work. This is it for me. This is all I have for you today. I'm just going to recap and then we can close today's session. We said, in order for you to end up with your soulmate, you have to follow one golden rule. And that golden rule is become what you want to have. Become the person you want to end up with. Everything you want them to be, you must become first. And then I presented you with 9 steps of how to become the person you want to have, or how to find the person you want to have. And we said step number 1 was a decision. Decide the qualities, the habits, the lifestyle of this person. Decide first what you want. Be clear about it. Number 2, we said visualization. Keep a mental image all the time of the person that you want to have so that you do not get distracted, you do not get confused. We said step number 3, you formulate a plan to pursue on a daily basis in becoming the person that you want to end up with. And then we said step number 4, you set a time frame. Be realistic. If you want to give yourself a year, personally, I do not think a year is enough to become the person you want to have. A minimum, I would say, should be 2 years. And also that's pushing it very thin. But a minimum, let it be 2 or 3 years. 5 years, realistic. You will definitely become, guaranteed. With all the distractions that will happen, you will definitely become that person. We said step number 5, you must put in the action. The Bible says faith with no works is dead. Remember that at all times. Number 6, we said maintain discipline. It's crucial. Nothing can be achieved without discipline. Number 7, we said assess progress and effectiveness. Always check your progress and effectiveness. Number 8, we said reject everyone who does not meet the standard you have set. Anyone who does not meet all the requirements of the person that you want to have. You'll realize that when you start when you are approaching the finish line, a lot of people will come. I think it's life's way of just testing if you actually do know what you want. Reject everything that is not what you want. It may look like it may sound like it, but if you are sure it's not it, reject it. Do not let loneliness confuse you and let you end up with the wrong people. Don't. Because by the time you get to this step, you would have spent quite a long time working on yourself, most probably alone. So why backslide now? Don't. If it's not what you want, reject it. Move on. The last step we said, patience. Be patient. Patience does not mean you stop working. Continue working on yourself, on your plan, but patience. It's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. The Bible does say the vision is for an appointed time. Have patience. Don't compromise yourself. Don't compromise your standard. Once again, this is Bongani. I am a published relationship author and coach. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Till next time.